Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I'm taking a few friends and I am going on another crazy, creepy, paranormal investigation. So I'm actually on home turf in this video, so I can bring a few friends along. So right now, I'm on Long Island, New York, which is the suburbs of New York City, basically. So with it being the suburbs, there aren't a lot of areas of dense woods here. However, there are one or two scattered about the island, and one of them is extremely haunted. So this forest is pretty much, I guess, just local folklore. It's infamous all around Long Island. And it has two roads that run through it, Mount Misery Road and Sweet Hollow Road. Both of these roads are said to be extremely haunted for the same reasons, because they're in the same woods, and for different reasons, because they're separate roads. Now, tonight, I am investigating solely Mount Misery Road, okay? That, plus I'm going to be going into the woods a little bit, and I'm going to explain why after. But another video is going to be Sweet Hollow Road, because we can't do it all in one night, so we're going to head back to Sweet Hollow Road in another week. So tonight is just going to be Mount Misery. I've heard stories about this place. I know people personally who have told me, like, yeah, if you go there, like, stuff's going to happen, you know? So before I pick up my friends and head over to this road to do the investigation, as I always do, I want to go over the folklore of it with you and just talk about it very briefly so you guys understand where we are and what the legend is behind it. So Mount Misery Road is a rural road in one of the few densely forested areas of Long Island. And it has a decent amount of stories. So one is a ghost girl in a white gown who was supposedly hit by a car on Mount Misery Road and killed. And supposedly if you approach her, either on vehicle or foot, she will just vanish into thin air. So the next legend is the fact that there was supposedly a mental asylum that stood in that forest that burned down in the 1700s or the 1800s, killing all the patients inside. And rumor has it that if you drive on Mount Misery Road at night, you can hear the screams of the patients that died that night as if they were currently burning in the forest. Like, you'll hear them in a distance inside the forest, or you'll see like shadows in the trees and like kind of moving about. However, there is no recorded documents of this mental asylum ever existing. So this legend of Mount Misery Road very well might be the least reliable. Least reliable or not, though, it's still part of the legend, and it's still something that people have reported hearing, like the screams and stuff. So we'll see what happens. And the next urban legend on this road is the fact that people have supposedly reported hovering, glowing lights, like little lights following their cars or just floating about in the woods. Now, are these orbs? Is it some kind of phantom light? Who knows? But that is the legend. So that's pretty much it for Mount Misery Road. Now, Sweet Hollow is definitely the creepier road with more legends, and I'm going to get into that in the next video. But, you know, Mount Misery is still pretty creepy, and that's only half of it. The forest that both these roads are in, as I said, is one of the only densely forested areas on Long Island. Okay, so rumor has it, okay, that Long Island Satanist groups use the forest late at night. They go into the forest and they use it to do their satanic rituals and just other occult-like activity. People have reported seeing evidence of satanic rituals in the woods, and a few people have even reported seeing people in cloaks late at night in the woods. So that is not only creepy, but it's dangerous, because from what I've heard, those people don't necessarily like to be found, for you know, better way to put it. So my friends and I could potentially run into some danger if if, you know, we run into those Satanists in the woods, you know, if we see them doing their thing or whatever, and we are going into the woods. So we'll see what happens. However, I came prepared. I always do. So if, you know, any Satanists try to attack me and my friends, it will unfortunately just I'll have to end it right there. But yeah, other than that, let's go pick up my friends and head to Mount Misery Road and see what happens. As you guys know the deal. Every paranormal investigation I do, I go to the place, I do the challenges, I explore, see what I can find. If I walk away with juicy material, I walk away with juicy material. If I walk away with nothing, I walk away with nothing. It's 100% real investigations, no faking, no bullshit. And that's something I take pride in as a YouTuber, because there's a lot of people who don't do that. So without any other further ado, guys, I know that was a long story. Let's hit the road. I got to admit, it's pretty cool bringing you guys on adventures like this in the area that I grew up in, you know, like my home and everything. Because usually I travel to do all this kind of stuff and go to these places, and, you know, like, it's cool to kind of introduce you guys to my own area and kind of just show you around here. I'm also excited for y'all to meet some of my friends. If these kinds of videos work out, I can definitely start bringing them on more adventures with us, and you know, that would be pretty cool. All right, y'all, so we are just about pulling up on Lukey Poo's house. Yeah, that's what we call him. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. I'm kind of creeped out though, not gonna lie, especially for the Satanist part. Everything else kind of tolerable, but I don't know. All right, y'all, so we're pulling up on Mount Misery Road. Okay. We've made it. All right, guys, so here we are, Mount Misery Road. So pay attention for, both of you, pay attention for a girl in white on the road, orbs following us, orbs in the trees. Let's also lower the windows so we can hear potential screaming. You guys seen anything yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither. Supposedly, in the woods to the right, a mental asylum burned down, and you could hear people screaming like they're still burning. So just keep an ear out for that. Dead end.
You're going in the right way.
It's there. I can't really see this. Yeah, I think we're going in the right direction. It's only one way. I mean, two ways, but there's a lacrosse field here? Dang.
I have not a clue, honestly.
What the hell is
god.
What is that? Is that like a security camera or something?
Oh, it's a mirror for when they turn. I think out of the
Oh.
driveway.
Just make sure we're going the right way.
I think we made a wrong turn.
Really?
This is the end of it. Yeah, this is the wrong way.
This is the wrong
Yeah,
road?
we're in the wrong area.
Alright guys, so what happened is we didn't end up taking any wrong turns. We were on Mount Misery Road the whole time, and we still are. But it turns out that it's one road, Mount Misery Road, and then the forest splits it and cuts it in half. So now we need to go to the second end of Mount Misery Road, which is just the second end and where we are going to get out and go into the forest. So first half of Mount Misery Road, we didn't really see anything or hear anything. So hopefully we have some better luck with the second road. All right, so we are now, as you can tell, officially on the second part of Mount Misery Road. This shit looks mad devious, so let's just drive, see what we can find. Hopefully we can come across something. Lower the windows again. Here, Luke, take my Angelina, get this for a second. I got the ghost thing, so I'm gonna give it to Luke, and he's gonna tell
I'll
us.
put it out the window.
Yeah, tell us if you get anything. You guys know how that works. If it's
Yeah,
red,
yeah.
that means there's a spirit nearby.
It went off a little bit. Now it's back to green.
Alright, let us know. Just keep that camera on the road, Angelina, just in case. This is definitely the creepier part of the road, without a doubt.
Oh, fuck, we're here. Are we? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
I
I mean,
can't see shit.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I can't really see.
I thought we were here. I didn't even know.
You didn't bring your glasses?
Pitch black.
Okay, Velma Dinkley.
Ooh, there's a car up there.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know how I feel about that. They're coming this way. Alright, hold on. It's just the Satanists, guys, don't worry. The fuck are they going so slow?
Give him some courtesy.
What?
Give him some courtesy.
Yeah.
Bro, did you take your fucking...
Alright. Let's go. What the hell is this place? West Hills and Nature Preserve. Okay. So in the day, this is clearly some kind of like area. Oh look, there's a sketchy little old house and everything too.
Oh my goodness. Wonder how much this house is.
It's a private residence.
That's the kind of house you go into when you're lost to use the phone and they fucking put you in the suit. That's exactly what that house is.
It says do not disturb.
Exactly.
What does the map say?
Right here. Right, get that sign, Angelina.
No outlet.
Oh great, another dead end. You guys not hearing, you're seeing anything, right?
Mm-mm.
I think no outlet means dead end, right?
Yeah, it does. No way out. Whoa! There was a fucking huge deer just to the right.
Oh shit.
I did not get that.
Dude, I wonder if he got it on the camera. Probably did, actually.
I hope I did.
Yeah. You know what? Let me slow this truck down a little bit. Those guys like to dart out in the road. I think I see the end of the road.
Yeah, with the window down, the deer will jump in the car.
That's alright, you can just tag along with us. Help us find some ghosts.
How do you know if he has rabies or something? No parking anytime.
It's alright, they'll get over it.
I think we're here.
Yeah, this is the area I found. Okay. So this is where we are getting out of the car and going into the woods. So. Alright, hold on. Let me just quickly fucking turn this stuff around in case we gotta
Fucking dart it.
exactly if we gotta run back to the vehicle, we can just quickly pull out and not have to worry about turning around then. Alright, y'all, so here we are at the end of the road. It's completely pitch black over here. I don't really like leaving my car over here, but we're going to. So hope for the best with that. Alright guys, so we parked at the very end of the road. My car is right here. I'm not too happy about leaving it at the end of this road. I mean, look at this, there's literally nothing. So we're gonna go into the woods for a little bit. We're gonna start over here and just see what we can find.
What? The mud and the ticks. Oh wait, there's fucking mud. Oh motherfucker. Why did we go this way? This is not a good path area. A statue?
I don't know.
Looks like a dolphin. It is a dolphin. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that spider. Is that a black widow? What type of spider is that?
That is a black widow, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Since when did we get black widows on Long Island?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, come on.
Okay.
Can someone like look that shit up? I never saw a black widow on Long Island. Aren't they venomous?
Yes. They're one of the most deadliest spiders.
I'm more worried about the people in these woods than a spider.
I'm more fucking worried about the spiders.
What? Just heard them?
I hope so. I heard that.
Angelina, get this. Guys, just check out how dark these woods are. They go on for a long time. Like, dude, turn your light off for a minute. We are just, Angela, yours too. We are just completely in the dark right now.
No, fuck that. I ain't leaving my light off like that.
The camera for a minute. Thanks. Alright guys, I have the camera just so you guys can see my POV for a little bit.
With the black widow?
I won't, don't worry, I'll be sure to include it. I'm not seeing anything, guys, which is good, but boring.
Long Island?
But they're not native.
Is it found Long Island? How rare are they on the island? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Sounded like just a bird. Trail goes down here.
Stay in one line.
Yeah,
Do not go off trail.
especially right now. It's dark as shit. And I don't even see trail markers or anything.
Dude. I don't like that.
Be quiet for a minute.
I don't like that, bro.
And just take the camera.
What the fuck is that?
It's probably just a bird. It's not Appalachia. If you hear whistling in the woods, I don't think they're trying to. If we were in Appalachia right now, that would be an entirely different story. We would
Where?
not want to approach that. But
Where is that?
Appalachia, it's a bunch of states. West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. Ooh. What the hell is that red blinking thing? You see that?
No.
Come here. Go to the left. Through the trees, there's like something red. Is it a water tower?
It might be.
Oh, in the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a water tower.
Before we all go back to the car, everybody's got to check for ticks.
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird. It's moss shaped as a heart. Nature's crazy.
Oh my god, don't look back.
Let's turn around. This road splits.
Yeah, hold on, let's just check it out. See if there's man-made structures out there. This area is completely flat. This would be great for satanic rituals. Oh my god. This is prime territory. Yeah, so we're gonna turn around. This is like a fork, so if something goes that way, I want to read what the sign says. Trail keeps going that way.
Yeah, I would turn around over here.
There's a sign over here that says prevent tick bites.
Oh.
What does it say?
Prevent tick bites, so clearly it's something. There's a lot of ticks out here. We're pretty deep in right now. Like I said, this would be prime. You guys see it? No. Where? Right there.
I don't see nothing.
Angelina, you filming that?
Uh-huh.
Right, we're gonna shine on the light. I don't know.
My
what
thing
that-
is going off.
It is?
Now it's stopped.
Dude, it just moved. It just moved that way. Like really fast.
What?
And whatever it was really tall. Alright, let's head back. Come on. Alright guys, we booked it out of there. Hold on, let me film this. So I don't know what that was, but it was like beige. It was like beige colored, tan, and it was across the area, the flat area that I said would look good for satanic rituals.
Don't go that way.
Yeah, no, just keep it going straight. And as soon as Luke's thing went off, like the radar reader, I saw it move so fast to the right, and it was freaking tall. I couldn't see how tall it actually was until it actually moved. So we booked it out of there. We're a lot closer to the car now. We started walking. So, and I don't see it tailing us, at least, whatever the hell it was. I'm really worried about.
You heard that?
Yeah. Whoa. What the fuck? That was in front of us too. One was right there, One was right there. Okay. Keep following me.
I think we just book it, honestly.
Hey, Lena, keep filming me. And over here, Luke, keep an eye to the right. What the hell is that? As I was saying, I'm nervous because we left my car for so long, and I don't like that. What if our tires are popped? Or
Don't say that, please.
broken into?
Fuck that, man. Don't say that.
Alright, cut the camera, let's go.
Come on, Angelina.
Alright. Dude, you're taking pictures of a spider after all that just happened.
It is a black widow, though.
Okay. Alright, guys, so we made it to the end of the trail. Please, God, I let my car. Yes, my car's here. Okay. Alright, now we just need to hope that it's, one, not broken into, and two, the tires aren't popped. Guys, you good? Come on. Oh, you mother. Alright, she looks good. She looks okay. Is there a reason you guys went that way?
Yes, I don't get ticks on my leg. So we should book it because I smell weed and I think we're not alone.
Okay.
So you look at my legs.
Yeah, alright, everyone check for ticks before we get in, but make it semi-quick, because, you know,
Let me see.
just a lot of fucking mud. I'll say that. Yo! Oh my God, you kidding? Alright. Cute, Luke. Alright, you all ready to get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. So Long Mount Misery Road. That was creepy, y'all. I don't know what the hell that was that I saw. If it was some kind of supernatural creature, or if it was like a tall ass Satan worshiper in a cloak. And at the end, when we heard those two things, I don't know what that was, but I'm glad we got back, and I'm glad my car's all right. All right, guys, so I'm home. I dropped off Luke and Angelina, and I would say that was a pretty good night. Honestly, I feel like I walked away with a lot of material, and I'm happy about that. However, I'm not sure if what we experienced was paranormal or not. As I said, you know, those woods are filled with Satan worshippers doing their things and their occult activities, and it's also filled with, you know, people doing shady business. Like, a lot of drug deals do go down in there. Luke told me. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't really come across that in my research on this place. That was kind of something, you know, Luke told me as we were going there. So the thing that I saw and what we heard, it could have been a person, but it also could have been supernatural. I don't know. We didn't see any girl in a white dress on the road. We didn't see any white orbs following us or hovering in the woods. We didn't hear any screaming in the woods. So none of that happened for any of us. I don't know. I mean, other people have reported that, so I'm not saying that's not true, but we didn't experience it. However, what I did see, though, it was very tall. It, body physique wise, I couldn't see its features, but body physique wise, it resembled a human. Just very tall and like very big and like jagged. It was like, so it was just a very weird thing to see. It was like beige, like I don't know what it was. It was either like a giant buffed skinwalker or it was like a really weird cloak. But it was definitely something. I was starting to think maybe it was a tree when it was just standing still. But then when it moved really fast to the right, I was like, yeah, all right, that's definitely something. And then when we were walking back, as you guys hopefully heard, we heard the loud noise in the woods, and then about like a few seconds later, a little bit more to the right, we heard the same kind of noise. And that was just like, I had my gun pinned on that shit. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad we got out of there. And like I said, I'm glad my car was okay. It didn't slash the tires or anything, whatever was in those woods. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a great time watching it. And we are going to be going back to those woods, driving Sweet Hollow Road next time, which proves itself, from what I heard, to be more creepier. There's a lot more things you can do and challenges there to kind of provoke paranormal activity. So we'll see what happens. But until then, adios.